Hi guys, and welcome back to Kilowatt Auto. So today is the long-awaited full self-driving beta first impression video that I've been dying to make for so long now. I finally got access to the full self-driving beta last night, and we are currently running FSD beta 10.3.1 in terms of our firmware version. So today I just want to make a quick video and give you my first impressions on the system. I did go out last night just to use it very briefly, just to kind of get a hang for what to expect. So today I have a course that's about 16 minutes long plotted in the navigation, so we'll take that on the way out and then we'll do the same route back to see how the car performs. I will warn you, I am going to have a relatively low tolerance for error, and there's kind of been this debate among the Tesla community in terms of if we should be making interventions often or we should let the car struggle and try to attempt to navigate more difficult traffic situations. And I sort of fall in the boat that if the car is putting me in a situation that's making me uncomfortable, then I am going to intervene, because we should be taking corrective actions, because as beta testers, it's our responsibility to assist in making this software better. Let me know in the comments down below though what you think of today's drive. If you live in the Pittsburgh area and you have some suggestions for different roadways to try out with the FSD beta, definitely let me know those down in the comments as well. But we'll go ahead and jump right into the drive today, and then I'll regroup after just to give you my initial thoughts and impressions of today's drive. So the beta's not really set up to use parking lots yet, so I'm going to get us out to the road here, and then I'll turn it on and we'll have the car take care of the rest, hopefully. All right, so we're trying to make a right turn. First thing I'm noticing is that we're not using a blinker. So, off to a great start. You can see on the edge of the screen here and on the road that the lines will kind of bounce back and forth, and that is just kind of giving a visual display of the car's confidence in terms of where everything is. The more solid the line, the more confident the car is in what it's seeing. So, nice approach to a stop sign here. And we're waiting, so I'm not sure why, so I'm going to apply a little bit of acceleration there. A little bit of confusion there, not sure why I was getting into the left lane. I'm going to go ahead and re-engage it.
Now turn left onto Perry Highway.
So we've got the green light. A little jerky and unnatural, but it made it through. Kind of a hard intersection to see because there is the crest in the hill there, so it really had a hard time following the lines. Luckily, there was that tracking line going across the intersection. So we've got our exit coming up ahead here. Car is not signaled yet, so I'm going to go ahead and signal just to let them know that we're leaving the roadway here. We've got cars coming up on our left at a bizarre angle, and the car was creeping forward to visibility, so I did apply the brakes there. And now it's our turn to go, so I am going to apply the accelerator to let the car know that it's safe to proceed. So kind of a weird intersection there. So this is a very sharp turn to the right here. The car's going to have to pull pretty far into the intersection before it cuts the wheel to the right. So we'll see how it does. It is creeping forward for visibility. I've got a car coming pretty fast on my right here, so I'm going to push us through. And kind of a weird interaction there, so we automatically disengage. I'll re-engage us. So kind of a weird situation up ahead. We've got a traffic light that was recently installed that is not active currently. So it's still basically a three-way intersection. One side on our left has a stop, we do not. So we should enter the intersection and just make the left because we have the right of way, which does not look like it's the case. So I'm going to disengage here, let this guy go. make our left. Not sure why we're signaling there. So we've got a lot of phantom braking going on right now. Not really sure why. I've got cars behind me, so I'm likely going to take over soon because it's getting incredibly annoying. Not sure if that has to do with the car's visibility. So I'm going to disengage us here. I'm going to pull us off to the side of the road and just kind of reroute from here just to let these traffic behind us pass.
Now turn right onto Franklin Road.
So we've got pretty much a blind hill on our left here, so I'm watching to make sure no one's coming, which looks like is the case. Car jerked to the left a little bit, so it automatically disengaged because I was holding on to the wheel. So far not great, not gonna lie. It's pretty having a hard time on these winding back roads here. So up ahead we've got a four-way intersection here. Proceeding through cautiously, but that was a nice stop and then entrance into the intersection. And again, we're signaling for no reason. Yeah, this does not really make sense. Not sure if it's because there's cones on the side of the road. The road did split there, but not really appropriate for the car to be signaling. I'm going to go ahead and report that up here. Now we're slowing way down. There's a stop sign over there. Not sure if that's what the car was looking at, but again, not appropriate. So I'm going to report that event. Got a green light here, so the car's moving through like normal. Very nice to that intersection. Now we're slowing down rather abruptly. No one's behind us, but so we're creeping forward for visibility on the screen here. Looks like it is clear, so the car's going to go for it. That was pretty nice. Got a right turn coming up here.
Now turn right onto Adams Ridge Boulevard.
The car is not signaling. Nice slow down. Not too bad. Now we're signaling very late. It's a yield here. We shouldn't be stopping. So this is not a stop here, but the car did slow down. Didn't come to a complete stop. The stop sign was only for the left turn lane. Well, honestly, it's hard to say. I guess the stop is for this whole side. There's not a line or anything on the road. It's only in that left lane. The car is stopping at all of them, though. All right, so this is where I put our destination, and I'm going to turn off the beta. I'm going to get us turned around and rerouted, and we'll try to take a look at another drive here. So it turned us around, and we're actually just going to route back to where we started to see if the car performs any better on basically the same route, but going in the opposite direction. I'm going to turn on the beta in here just to see how it performs. I'm going to set our speed to about 20, and there's no lines on the road here, and there's lots of objects and different trailers and cars in the street here, so we'll see how the car does without any lines on it. Basically residential roadway here. We've got a traffic light up ahead. We do have a left turn lane, so the car should perform pretty well through this. We're using our turn signal, so off to a pretty good start. So not bad. A little bit of aggressive with the accelerator here, and then an abrupt slowdown. So there is a left turn lane up ahead. The car's kind of spanning both lanes here. I'm hoping it starts to move over, which it is. And then we could technically go past this truck here, which it looks like we're gonna do. Probably could have gone earlier, there was plenty of room. And now we have a red turn signal up ahead here. Whoa, stopping way short. Not sure what that's all about. I'm gonna push us up here a little bit. We've got our green signal and the car goes right away. That was very nice. It's going to need to pull a little bit into this intersection. It's slowing down, so I'm applying acceleration because it doesn't make sense to do that. Not sure why we're signaling here. Again, it seems to randomly signal on this road for no reason. I'm going to report that. So it says waiting for our turn. Looks like that's the case now, so we'll go ahead and proceed through. Again, a bit of a slow acceleration through that intersection, so not horrible, but maybe 5% more aggressive, just so other drivers don't think it's their turn or it causes any unnecessary confusion. So then we've got this inactive traffic light here.
Now turn left onto Mulverdale Road.
We are signaling, so that's a plus. And I'm going to be really hyper vigilant. I'm going to take us out of autopilot because visibility here is pretty much non-existent. And I'm just not confident right now in the car's ability, so this guy's letting us go. And then we'll go ahead and re-engage here.
Onto Wallace Road.
So a nice intersection here. It's a pretty tight turn to the right, so we'll see how the car does. Not bad. So we've got a pretty sharp curve to the right ahead. The car is going to not have great visibility, so we'll see how we do here. Approach is pretty good. Oh, wow, very nice through that curve. So I can tell you on previous builds of autopilot, just using auto steer on the roadway, the car would have crossed right over the double yellow line at the apex of that curve. It always had a really hard time mapping curves when there was poor visibility. So already this vision only FSD beta system is really handling these tighter roadways much better. Now there's definitely more phantom braking, so I'm not sure again if that has to do with the shadows on the road. So kind of 2 steps forward, 1 step back, but again, I'm pretty happy with how the driving dynamics for the most part are on these back roads compared to how the system used to be. And you can go back and take a look at some of my previous videos where you'll see the car crosses right over the double yellow line and puts you in a pretty dangerous situation really quick. So very nice. You can see the car is capable of differentiating between those left turn signals and the light that applies to our lane here, which is still red, which it should. But you can see how there could potentially be confusion, especially if those lights were a little bit closer. And now our light's green, so we're entering the intersection. Again, just a little bit too slow, but not enough for me to intervene. We're signaling to the right here. And I'm gonna pull us out because that was way too fast. So that's probably a good spot to end it here because we are back at our starting point. And I'll go ahead and just give you some final thoughts here. Just some first initial impressions of the system and kind of where we are with full self-driving as of right now. So it was definitely an experience today, to say the least. On the way out, you can see that I was not very confident in the car's abilities, so I was taking over a lot. I tried to tone that back a little bit on our drive back to our starting point. As I said earlier, anytime that the car puts me in a potentially dangerous situation or is acting inappropriately, I am going to take over, and I'm especially also concerned with other drivers around me. I don't want the car to drive erratically and put them in situations where they might be nervous or think that something weird is going on, basically. So trying to find that balance between letting the car attempt different situations, but also taking into account that I'm not the only one on the road today is going to be something that I have to fine tune over the coming weeks. But I'm excited to continue testing this software. Again, it's a beta, so you can see it's very raw at certain points. So there's a lot of areas where there's going to need to be improvement before this can go to a wider usage base of people. So we'll see how it goes in the coming weeks. I am going to continue to post updates as we progress through the different firmwares. Make sure you get subscribed so you don't miss any of those upcoming videos. And again, let me know in the comments down below what you thought of today's drive. Again, I thought it was pretty par for the course for what I've seen online already with some other beta testing videos. The software is still in its early development stages, so we can't expect it to be perfect, and we'll continue to help it along the way and hopefully get better as we go. But that's going to be it for me today. Again, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Let me know what you think in those comments down below, and I'll see you in the next one.